What is going on, Vault Hunters? Today we are back. Oh wait, let me mute the volume over here so we don't have my bad about that, guys. So today we are doing a very special stream because today we got our coloring fixed. We got the bit right up a little bit, messed around a few settings, so hopefully the stream is looking good. And now finally I'm gonna start uploading my live streams on over to I'm gonna start uploading my live streams over to YouTube so I get this playthrough out there. So it's gonna be the first time me showing this to YouTube. Get a little settings going. I got a 5080 with a 7000X3D, 32 gigs of RAM. I do know that Borderlands 4 is receiving, I feel like, a lot of mixed reviews. But before I get into anything, guys, let me start this off by showing you off where exactly I'm at to fill in YouTube where we're at. So, first of all, we'll start with the skill tree. I'm level 38 so far, and I'm going purely with the blue skill tree. We're going to try getting this going, and we're going to try building this down over here a little bit to try to get our Reapers and our Sims up to as powerful as they can be so we can have the most power and everything we want. And then that's pretty much where we're going to be for now. I feel like till we're like level like 43, then we might switch it up and start adding a couple points maybe somewhere else. But honestly, I just feel like personally, if you're going to go for a clone build, you really got to invest into it if you want it to work all the way around with mobbing and bossing. We got a decent amount of good loot, but it is quite under level now, so I do need to bring it back up. That is true. Other than that, yeah, I say we're doing pretty good. What my goal and objective is on the stream today is to try to hopefully get a lot of this section done over here. I want to get a lot of this side stuff done, a lot of the side missions done, and also start taking care of the campaign mission, hopefully. I did on my own when I pre-ordered this game, put a little bit of time into it and completed this whole campaign area over here, did the vault, and did quite a good amount over here. As well as the first area, did the same thing, did the vault, did the campaign missions, did a good amount. And now I'm pretty much on this last little section till we get to this final area in the middle. So yeah. And other than that, I do want to say that I do feel like Borderlands 4, guys, this game is amazing. I was waiting so long and I was so worried about it. I was like, you know, who knows how this is going to be? Who knows how it's going to turn out? And I was scared about it. I was questioning it. I was like, you know, it could be after Borderlands 3, a lot of people are hating on it, and I feel like a lot of people like sit here and crap on Borderlands 3, but Borderlands 3, guys, really isn't that bad of a game. Like, when I played it, I pre-ordered it, I played it when it released, and yes, the campaign, it was garbage, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I did not like it was corny. Like, I will agree with all that, but like the gameplay, it felt good, it felt new, it felt like how it feels now with the mantling and the sliding. Like, Borderlands 3 felt good in that way. The rarity was a big problem in that game. It didn't, I will say that the loot pool was messed up. Then they switched around all the dedicated drops. I used to know all of them, and they switched them all around. But what I do feel like what they did with Borderlands 3 now, looking back on it, after they released, what, 4+ DLCs, plus the Season Pass 2 with all those DLCs, that game and all the raids, the Maliwan takedown, the Guardian takedown, you have so many things and so many options to be able to go and do things. Like, I feel like it's really tough to sit here and say, like, oh, you know, like, I was supposed to, like, oh, you know, Borderlands 2 is a terrible game. Like, sure, the campaign may have sucked and the story sucked there, but they brought that back with the Handsome Jack DLC, the second DLC with Sir Hammerlock, the third DLC with the Western, and the Krieg DLC was honestly one of my favorite ones. And it was amazing what they were able to do with that game and the content they were able to add to it. And I do hear a big complaint right now of Borderlands 4 is that there is no endgame content. But they did just post a launch map of content that they're going to add to the game. And they're going to, by the time this game gets their couple patches, and then within a couple weeks, we'll probably get like a takedown and some more endgame content. And then before you know it, the first DLC will be out. And I'm telling you, they're going to add a ton of content to this game. They add a bunch, and it's going to be great. And then when they add more planets and new Vault Hunters too, it's going to be incredible to really see what this game was going to turn into after already how amazing the campaign is. And I can't stress enough how fun it feels to sit here and and glide and grapple and be able to have the jetpack to be able to just do stuff like that. And I just love the gameplay overall. Like Borderlands 4, I feel like really has nailed it on creating a new formula for Borderlands 4 that got rid of that linear style and did what, like, I feel like a lot of new games are trying to transition to, with it being more open world and just plotting you in the game and you go do what you want to do a whole bunch of side stuff. I did get a lot of like Far Cry and like Horizon dons, I do feel like, when playing it, but I feel like Borderlands 4 did a perfect twist on their own version of it, you know, on how they implemented Borderlands perfectly, and the skill trees. Like, I mean, I'm playing as the Siren right now, and she's amazing. She is amazing. Oh my goodness, I can't stress it enough how amazing she is. But like some of the other, I know the guy with the axes is pretty cool too, but Vex is amazing. I love her. And like what I do love about the game too is how important I feel like the side quests are. There's so many side quests in this game that have like such impact that I feel like impacts the game, and definitely is going to have a role in it later on. And it's so funny to see. I don't want to spoil too much, but it's funny to see how quests, like, I'm just gonna say this, and for example, this one quest in Borderlands pre-sequel where this guy slammed dunk and then he jumped out of space and he went flying out of the orbit. Bro, in the mission here, games later, he comes back and lands and completes his mission, and it's just cool to see that. That's in the second area. All so funny, especially the one where you do the clap signal. Oh my god. And then finally somebody loves Claptrap, calls him Clap Daddy. Like, bro, Borderlands 4 has really nailed it. They were getting the humor back, getting a good boss that does feel like he's scary and does feel, you know, like he's gonna be a challenge. And these side bosses are hella fun to fight too. But the one thing I do gotta say is that the only thing I can really critique about this game is that I don't like how the performance is, and like especially once you start getting into fights and stuff, it's not good. And you know, a lot of people too are struggling running this game. I'm currently playing on a 5080 with the Ryzen 7 7000X3D with 32 gigs of RAM and 6000 megahertz. And you know, like right now, and usually when driving around, it runs smooth. But you know, you start getting into battles and shooting, I'll dip into like the 55, 57, 58. And the only way to really get rid of that is to enable like multi-frame gen and have it on ×4, which I could do. But right now, the only thing that's stopping me from doing that is my monitor, which hopefully soon we could change that. And the streams will be a lot smoother for you guys, which I'll be excited about. But yeah. But the one thing I do hope is that I feel like the one thing that Gearbox has shown us with Borderlands 4 is that they finally understand how to listen to us. They finally understand how to listen to the people who play their game and take the critiques from everybody and improve it. So if everybody's telling them about the performance, after everything else they fix the loot pool, they fix the rarities, they fix the campaign with actually making a good villain. I think that now all they got to do is just fix up this performance, and this game is right where it needs to be, and just put all their focus into that end game content, that DLC. And this is going to be I think the second best Borderlands game. It's going to be another legendary game in the series. But I don't agree with people when people are saying that, like, the campaign. I mean, I haven't finished the campaign, granted, but I just don't think they could come close to the way Borderlands 2 was. And that's only based on the fact that Borderlands 2 just feels so nostalgic to me. Like, I just don't feel like any other Borderlands top that and get close to Handsome Jack or anything like that. But I think it definitely comes close on making it good and making you feel like it's new. It's not just stupid. It's not like Borderlands 3. But I don't think it's gonna ever be at that Borderlands 2 level. But it is damn near close. And if you love Borderlands, and if you haven't played Borderlands and you didn't like the slower movement Borderlands, like, and you want a fast-paced shooter that you can play with your friends, that you could pop your vehicle out pretty much at any place, you know, have dope abilities that you can use, this game is amazing, and it's only gonna get better from here on out. And I fully recommend it. I fully recommend. I put in like almost 30-40 hours to this game already, and I'm having a blast. I can't stress it enough how good this game is. So yeah, let me check one thing real quick just to make sure everything's good on the YouTube side of things, and yeah, we're good on there. So yeah, The only thing that I will say is that I'm really interested to see what happened with the Crimson Raiders, because so far, you know, I've seen Zane and Moxie, but and like Zane is now the gun dealer, but what happened to like Marcus, bro? I don't know if something happened in Borderlands 3. I don't really remember all that much. I mean, I don't think so far as I know of, but I haven't seen Marcus at all. I haven't seen Tannis at all, and she's a siren now. You know, I'd expect her to be in this game. I feel like I haven't seen who else. I don't know, but I definitely think we're missing out. Like, what about Ava? You know, I feel like I thought she was supposed to have an impact on here, and honestly, for a second, I thought she was a siren in Borderlands 4. But I guess what happened was that their ship crashed here, and the Crimson Raiders disbanded after that. After, you know, Lilith sacrificed herself and blew up the moon, which looks sexy as hell when I can see it. But yeah. And one thing I will say, do not miss out on the vaults, guys. Those vaults, definitely do them, because you get perma boost from them that will help you out so much, giving you better jetpack efficiency and fuel. Oh my god, it is so worth it, guys. And they're so fun to do, just as side quests and just side missions. It's definitely worth it. Make sure you collect all 3 vault fragments in each area that you go to, so you can do all 3 vaults. But yeah, but I'm having a blast on this character. I can't stress it enough how good this character is. And I'm really excited to see where this campaign ends up going, you know, the route that it ends up taking, because I think it's going to be interesting to see. Why am I trying to do that? Oh, you know, also what I love about my build is that I have these blades that I throw. I throw 5 of them, and they're whatever element I'm holding. And also, whatever element I'm holding is the